When it comes to podcasting, your content is king. But the way you record your content can practically make or break the listener experience. And with so many tools out there, Riverside, Zencastr, Descript, it can be extremely overwhelming to choose the right one for you. In today's episode, we'll break down the standout features of each of these platforms and see the difference between each of them without pushing one over the other so that you can decide which one is the right platform for you. So let's get started. Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Dilip. If you're new here and don't know me, then I'm a blogger, podcaster and affiliate marketer, and I teach people how to monetize your podcast using affiliate marketing, even if you have less than 1,000 downloads per month. If you're new here, then you might want to subscribe to this channel so that you stay updated with all of the latest videos that I release. In today's episode, we are going to be comparing three platforms that are the most commonly used by podcasters out there: Riverside, Zencastr, and Descript along with Squadcast, so that you are able to decide which one is the best for you. Now, one of the biggest decisions that podcasters face is choosing the right recording platform. And especially if you're doing interview podcasts, then there are so many different options out there, and it can be extremely difficult to pick the right option for you. Now, good audio quality, ease of use, and reliability are must-haves when you pick the right platform for your podcast. Today, we are going to look at these three options, which is Zencastr, Riverside, and Descript with Squadcast, and see what their strengths are and help you decide which one is the best choice for you. Let's first look at Riverside. Now, Riverside has very recently become one of the most favorite of pretty much all podcasters, and most podcasters and video creators are referring Riverside and talking about it. So what sets it apart and why are people preferring Riverside to all of the other platforms? Number one is studio quality recording. Now, Riverside records locally on each participant's device, meaning that you get high quality audio and video even if the internet connection is unstable. And this is something that a lot of us people who are recording video and audio together requires. A lot of time the other person is in a different place, might have a different kind of internet connection, and because of an unstable internet connection, the network can go down and the recording can break. But when it is recorded on the local computers, that chances are minimal. That is one of the biggest upside to Riverside. Number two is the video first approach. Now, if video podcasting is part of your strategy, or if you are into YouTube, you want to create a lot of videos, then Riverside supports 4K video recording. And that's one of the best aspects of Riverside. You want top quality video if you're focused on video, and Riverside gives you that. Third is live streaming and audience participation. Now, you can stream directly to different platforms like YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook while recording, and that's a plus for anybody who is doing video for their podcast. And the best part, you get separate track recording, which means each speaker's audio is captured separately, making post-production easier, editing easier, because you have more control over the audio levels of each of the speaker, and that way you'll be able to better edit your audio for your show. Coming to the second one, which is Zencastr. I've been using Zencastr for quite some time. I've recommended Zencastr because Zencastr has been one of the veterans in the online video recording space, and they have matured over the last 8 to 10 years, and they've come up with a lot of features. And I really like the simplicity of how Zencastr operates. If you've been into podcasting for some time, you would have heard about Zencastr, and Zencastr is a solid choice, especially if you want a straightforward audio first solution. Now, if in spite of the fact that I'm saying that it is audio first, Zencastr has excellent video quality as well, and I'll be talking about that also in a little while. But what makes Zencastr stand out in the competition? Number one is a high quality local recording. Now, just like Riverside, Zencastr also records locally to prevent audio dropouts from internet issues, and I have firsthand used it during the COVID times when there were a lot of problems from an internet perspective, and often the audio would drop because of a drop in the internet. But I never had to redo the recording because all of those recordings were stored locally, which means I could just access the recording even if internet dropped. The second piece is browser based. Now, your guests need not download anything to their system. You can just send them a link and they can join the conversation easily, and there is no tech involved, so your guest is comfortable. They'll know how to get onto the call, how to go about retrieving the recording, all of those. It's a very simple, straightforward platform, so your guests are comfortable using Zencastr. Number 3 is the built-in post-production. Now, this is something that Zencastr has introduced recently. When I say recently, it is about 2 to 3 odd years now. They've introduced this post-production into the entire system. It offers automatic leveling, background noise reduction, mixing, and all of this helps save you a lot of post-production editing time if you had to export the audio and edit it in a third-party DAW. The third one is the video support. Now while Zencastr started off as an audio-only platform, it supports video and it supports up to 4K video in some of its higher plans. So if you want 4K video, you will have to look for a higher plan. But if you compare the cost of Zencastr with that of Riverside, it is pretty much the same. So there is nothing in terms of a comparison really there. So you get high quality 4K video in Zencastr as well. Now the third option, which is something that I've started using of late, and though I've been using Descript for quite some time for editing purposes and for some of the automation features that Descript gives, this option of recording is something that Descript introduced about a couple of years back after they acquired Squadcast. So Descript stands out because it combines recording with extremely powerful editing tools. You have Squadcast, which is part of Descript, where you can record audio and video together, remote interviews as well. But it is integrated with Descript, which means that once you've done your recording on Squadcast, you can easily export that or automatically import that into Descript and do the entire editing in Descript there. So which makes Descript an all-in-one solution. So what makes Descript stand out? It is the all-in-one workflow that Descript offers you. You can record the interviews with Squadcast inside Descript and immediately edit them in the same app itself. Second best thing about Descript is a text-based editing option. Now, a lot of times if you're editing your audio, removing those filler words or some of those minor small aspects in your recording can be extremely overwhelming and taxing. But with text-based editing that Descript offers, and on top of that, all of that one-click option of filler word removals, of the pause removal, so all of those automation options in Descript, editing becomes much easier in comparison to editing in any other third-party DAWs. So the text-based editing along with the interviewing option, the editing option, all of that makes Descript an all-in-one solution. And they also have multi-track collaboration, which means that it is great for teams who are working together on edits. So if you have a few team members who are working along with you on the edits, the collaborative feature of Descript comes in extremely handy. And the best part about it is that there is a lot of integration convenience, which means that you don't have to switch between recording software, editing software. And now that Descript has overload integrated into it, you can create a lot of your social media assets directly from Descript itself. So all of that integration together makes it an extremely handy tool, all-in-one tool. Everything is available in one space. You don't have to move between tools to get all of that done. And that entire experience is seamless, which makes Descript the best choice out of three, which is why I have started using Descript quite a lot. Now, which one should you use? If you want top tier video and live streaming, then Riverside is what you should go with. But if you want simplicity, excellent audio, easy guest onboarding, and good quality video as well, then Zencastr is what you should go with. But if you want an all-in-one recording and editing solution, along with a solution that can create all of the social media assets for you, then Descript with Squadcast is the best option out there. It is hard to beat. You should go with that. Personally, I recommend Descript. I've been using Descript for quite some time. I really like their editing option. I really like their social media export options. So I recommend Descript. It saves you a lot of time with its editing features, but at the end of the day, the choice depends entirely on your workflow and what your requirements are. So that's about it. That's the comparison between these three tools: Riverside, Zencastr, and Descript. Each of these platforms have its own strengths. There are some pros, some cons, which is natural with any platform out there. But whichever you choose, make sure that it aligns with your podcasting requirements, your needs, your budget, and your overall workflow. I hope you found value in this episode. If you did, then do give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments below. I'll respond to all of that. If you're new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you stay updated with all of the latest episodes that I come out with. That is all that I have for today. I'll be back again the next week with another interesting discussion around podcasting, content creation, and making money with content. Do tune in then. Until then, this is goodbye from Dilip.